I absolutely love whenever it is snowing in the shopping district because our building for the decor shop is so high up that it looks absolutely amazing with the snow on top. I love how this build looks here. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with some more Truly Bedrock. And we are going to be working on some more decor shop orders. In the last episode, we went and worked on our personal project, our double zombie and skeleton spawner. And in today's episode, I want to start another new decor shop order. We still haven't been paid from TNC's Keep yet, but I think that's because Jessie is still working on the terraforming, or maybe she's done. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you, but we will be getting payment from TNC at a later point, but for right now, we have more orders that need to be fulfilled, and I've already met with our next client, Prowl, and he has a heck of a job for us to do. So let's go ahead and head over to Prowl's base, and I will explain exactly what we have to accomplish. Alrighty, ladies and gents, we are back here on site at the Prowl project, and this is going to be a massive build that he wants us to do. I've already talked to him, so let's talk about what he wants. First and foremost, Prowl wants a Victorian-style mansion. He wants his entire base completely deconstructed and reconstructed as this Victorian-style barren mansion. This is actually inspired from a TV show that he likes, Into the Badlands, and apparently the barons in that show live in these big Victorian style mansions. So I like the idea. I think we can give him something really, really cool. So let's go ahead and start off though with what we are starting work with. This is what Prowl already had set up, and we're going to reconstruct this. I like showing this off just so that you guys have a point of reference of what we started with and then what we end up making. So this is Prowl's base. On each side of his base, he has these really, really, really tall towers that actually house some farms. They have the carrot and potato villager powered farms in them, and basically the villagers pick up the potatoes and carrots and they end up going into his sorting system. That's a really rudimentary way of explaining that, but anyway, we have these farms that we're going to have to build around in this area, which means the scale and size of this build is already extreme. We have a very, very big thing to cover here. So we are prepared though. We are going to completely redesign those towers. We're going to bring them out a bit, give them a bit more definition, and I'll show you guys a little bit later some of the layouts that I already have on the ground. But in between both of those two towers, you will see that we have a hallway that is connecting them that kind of feels out of place in a way. It kind of feels a bit too short in that area and looks like it was kind of stuck there as a way to justify an entrance being into those two buildings. It doesn't really feel natural in this way. So we're going to completely rip that out, redesign that, and we're going to give him exactly what he asked for. But it's going to be big. So back here in the Truly Bedrock world, let me show you guys what we have done already. I have started the demolition work, and I have already taken out that huge section that he had in the middle. I gutted all of it, and we have replaced it with just a dirt and grass floor in the middle. So we have a blank canvas to work with, and it goes straight through to the back. This is going to be what we're working on today, is this middle tower. But let me explain all of my plans to this area. So first and foremost, this black concrete that we have here is going to be our main tower. This is what we're going to work on today. And for the most part, it's going to be very rectangular in definition. So this entire area here, all the way there, and then extending all the way out the back is going to be a big stone tower with some white trim on the outside. And it's going to come out of the back right about to here in this area. Then off the front of that tower, we're going to have these circular pieces, and these are going to be very big grand windows. So as you can see, we have this circular piece coming off the front, and it's going to add a bit of definition to this front entrance and also make it not so plain whenever you're looking at it straight on. Now, this circular piece that is here is not going to go all the way up the tower. It's only going to go about 3/4 of the way up, and then we're going to have a decorative piece on top of this area. And then the square part is going to continue up to the top, where we're going to put 4 pretty big towers, pretty substantial towers in each one of the corners of this building. So we're going to have one heck of a tower here in the middle, one heck of a main portion of the building here, and then these 2 towers are just going to be extensions of this for the most part. So it's going to look good. I know it sounds very big and very bold, but I think it's going to look good whenever it's all done. Now, these little extension bits we probably won't get to in this episode, but let me go ahead and explain exactly what they are. These are the exact same thing, the exact same design as this middle bit, except that it's not going to go up as high as that middle. This is going to go probably about 3/4 of the way up of that middle will be the entire tower, and then this outside bit will come up to about halfway of where that circular bit goes. So going to be slightly different, slightly smaller towers on this side, and your main building is going to be in the middle. All of this is going to be made out of some type of cobblestone and stone brick mixture for the most part. We're going to add in some details with some red, some accent blocks as we normally do. But the most of this build is going to be a very gray build with a bright white trim. We're probably going to be using quartz. I don't think I want to go concrete. I think concrete's going to be a little bit too flat of a block, so I think we're going to use quartz, and the quartz is going to go as a trim on all of the corners, kind of like an outline in white trim. Now, along this edge here, we kind of have this weird jut out that we're going to have to fix up. It's probably just going to be another section of the build that's going to come out, be very square, very flat, and it's going to wrap around the side of the building and around to the back here, and then cut straight across like so. Now, something that I've kind of thought about is actually extending this white piece out a little bit further than we do the rest of the build, just to give some definition to the back of the house here and not have it be straight flat across this side. So this is going to be a massive project, and it's going to take us multiple episodes to actually complete, but it's going to be a fun project at that. It's going to be very, very interesting. I've never done a build in this style before, so this will be kind of a new experience, but it's one that I'm actually looking forward to. So I'm going to go ahead. I am going to get to work here. We're going to start laying out this first tower, get some blocks in, and just start building. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get to work here, and I'll bring you guys back in just a minute. Alrighty, ladies and gents, we are back here at the Victorian style mansion that we're doing for Prowl, and I have to say, I like it. I like how the entrance is coming out so far. This entire build is really based off of the white outline that we have going on here. If it isn't for this nether quartz, this building is going to be very, very gray. So the entire outside trim, for the most part, is going to be out of nether quartz, which both is really pretty. However, it also makes this build extremely expensive. Now, I have thought about changing out the nether quartz and going for concrete instead, but the problem with doing that is then you don't have access to the stairs and the slab blocks, which will not look very good if you don't have those to add some detailing in. So this right now is kind of our beginning structure. This is just our entrance. So basically, we have 2 towers on each side, this nice, beautiful archway in the middle, and then some crowning on the top there. Now, off of the top of that and around the back, we are going to have this big circular window that is going to be mostly gray, but have a little bit of white trim around it. And that is where you can kind of see this U shape laid out in the middle here. That is where that is going to go. And this U shape is going to stretch way, way, way up into the sky along with just a little bit of white trim along the outside edge. So basically think of it as the fronts and where the windows are will have the white, and then anything that is these big blank sides, like where this is going to be mostly just stone. We may add in a couple of windows with some white trim on the sides here, but for the most part, it's all going to be this gray. So most of the build is going to be made out of gray. The bulk of the build is going to be made out of gray blocks, but we're going to have this nice white trim around the outside. And so far, I am liking this area. It does need a bit of detailing, and once you get some of the landscaping in as well, it'll start looking a little bit better. But for right now, for an entrance, I think that this looks good. I think it's a nice starting point. However, I am completely out of nether quartz. I severely underestimated how much nether quartz I am going to need, so I'm probably going to have a couple of live streams over on my Twitch page in which I gather up some nether quartz. So be sure to join me over there this weekend. We'll be in the nether gathering up some nether quartz for this project. I may even invite Prowl along if he's available, or something like that. But we need to gather up a ridiculous amount of nether quartz in order to complete this entire building. But we have other things that we can do today, because I've heard rumblings of this war that is going on. There is this war that is happening on Truly Bedrock that is something to do with dark oak is best oak and spruce sucks or something like that. And I don't know. My opinion on the entire matter is obviously spruce is the best wood. By far. No question that spruce is the best wood to build with. It's got the dark tones, but it's also got some of those lighter tones. You know what I mean? You builders out there, you guys know, you watch the channel, you guys understand that spruce is the best wood. But we do have some people, I'm not going to name names, Prowl, Prowl, and Blue Jay, who have started this, let's call it a disgrace on the server. They started this thing called the Dark Oak Empire, and these guys think that they are going to bully the rest of the server to admitting that dark oak is the best oak, and that's just not true. That's just not the case. But you know what? I'm going to help them out today. I'm going to help them out by giving them exactly what they want. They like dark oak so much? Fine. I'll give you dark oak. I'll give you tons of dark oak. You know what? I'm just helping you out. You're welcome, Dark Oak Empire. You're welcome. So you may be asking yourself, well, Kilodrone, what are you going to do to the Dark Oak Empire? Well, I am going to do exactly what they asked of me. You see, Prowl left many orders in the decor shop, and one of the orders that he asked me to do was to redecorate his storage room, to make it fitting of a baron, make it feel like a war room. And I can think of nothing better for a bit of guerrilla warfare than just a tiny bit, just a itsy bitsy teeny tiny bit of woods. That way you can hide behind the trees and sneak attack your enemies. So, you know what, buddy? I'm going to give you exactly what you want. I'm going to give you a bit of dark oak just to really, give you that warrior feel that you want in your storage room, buddy. Don't you even worry about it. I'm gonna hook you up. We're gonna get some landscaping going on in there. We're gonna get some dark oak sapling. We are going to give Prowl the hookup. So not only are we going to be doing his base above here, but you know what? We're doing an entire makeover. We're going to get this guy going with exactly what he wants from top to bottom of his base. Right down here. Oh, check this out. Looky here. Oh, it's gorgeous. It is. It is. But I agree. I have to agree with Prowl. It is not fitting of a warrior, of a baron, especially a baron of the Dark Oak Empire. No, of course not. You need something that is less grand and beautiful and something that is more warrior-like. So you know what, buddy? I'm going to help you out. Let's get started here. So I think what makes this prank even funnier is I've been talking to Prowl like all day on Discord. We've been talking about this building. We've been talking about YouTube stuff. We've been talking about literally all kinds of things all day. Meanwhile, I'm pulling this amazing prank against the Dark Oak Empire, and he has no clue. I'm like, hey, buddy, have you been on the server lately to check out your base? And he was like, no, man. In fact, I won't be on the server for the next couple of weeks because I'm doing a Let's Play on the 1.16 content on Java. And I was like, oh, really, man? That's really awesome. By the way, just kind of a shout out to that. Go and check out that series that he's doing. He's playing the 1.16 snapshots for Java edition over on his channel. Highly recommend you going and checking it out because it's going to be kind of cool. He's got some buildings that he's gotten my opinions on over there. Like, hey, Killa, does this look good? And I'm like, yeah, man, that looks great. Just don't log onto the server, you know? I actually didn't tell him to log in, so if he logs in right now, we are busted. But that's okay. That's okay because he did ask for this. He did ask for this. And I think the cherry on top for this whole prank would be if I actually charged him for it, you know, because the decor shop needs to be paid. I need to be paid for all of this dark oak wood. So I think that we should leave him a bill and let him know exactly how much this complete and total makeover of his base is going to cost him. And it's not going to be cheap. This took a lot of time and effort to get all of this dark oak in order to just design this area in total. It's so expensive. It's so expensive. My services, I really undervalue them on this server. Let's be honest here. I really do. They're completely undervalued. Oh my lord, it's so bright. I think I'm actually going to strip them so it doesn't look as terrible. But yeah, this is definitely not the floor color you actually want to do in your base. Goodness gracious, this looks terrible. It looks kind of like what are those almond chocolate bars? They got like the macadamia nuts and almonds in them. Oh, what are those things called? Oh, I don't know. It doesn't matter. This looks terrible. That's the main that's the main point of this. Oh man. So Rogue Fox joined the game just a second ago and scared the living bejesus out of me. I thought it was gonna be Prowl. I was so nervous. I was like, oh no, we're busted. And then I saw it was Rogue Fox and I'm like, oh, we're good. We're fine. Oh man, I thought for sure we were toast. We're good. We're good though. Rogue Fox actually agrees with us that he did actually say, Prowl did say that he liked dark oak and that dark oak was the best oak. So he agrees with me that I 100% should help him out with his dark oak journey and that I should help him redecorate his storage room. So this is just absolutely perfect. We're all on the same page here, including Prowl. Prowl 100% agrees with the redecoration that I'm doing at his base. So this is perfect. Everybody's a winner here. You know what I mean? Let's see. What do I need in order to make a book and quill? I thought it was a feather, a black dye, and a book. Maybe it's still an ink sac. Maybe it's not a black dye yet. If so, that's really dumb if it's still an ink sac. Let's see. It is. It's still an ink sac. That's dumb. That doesn't make any sense, Minecraft. You changed it to a dye, but you didn't change the book and quill recipe? What is going on with you? Oh, man. Rogue Fox is over here. He's gonna love it. Oh my lord, Prowl is gonna kill me. Oh Oh, man, this is so great. Now, what should we charge? It doesn't look bad, actually. Oh, man. Well, I am a decorator, you know. I do the building every now and then. It does kind of hurt my eyes being in here a little bit, looking at the floor, just because it's such a harsh contrast. Especially if I'm looking like this way, where it's really long and deep. It starts to hurt my eyes. But oh my lord. This is funny. I love this. This is great. All right, so now I just need to charge him for it, and that is going to be the best part. By the way, Prowl, if you're wondering where all of your wood and sandstone slabs have gone, they're right in here, as well as your bill. Your bill will also be in here, so don't worry, buddy. I got you covered. I'm going to hit you up with a bill, and I'll also give you all your materials back. Just in case you're not happy with the job that I did, you can redo it, you know? Okay. Dear Dark Oak Empire. You know what? I'm just going to type this and I'll bring you guys back in a minute. Okay, so here is what we have. Dear Dark Oak Empire, you requested that the decor shop redecorate your storage room to fit that of a warrior baron. This job is now complete. You can use the trees to hide behind and sneak attack enemies who intrude on your base, as well as the dark oak floor will leave the attacker confused, so you'll have an easier time striking them down. I know the Dark Oak Empire needs every advantage possible in a fight. Your total is 20 diamonds for these services. Love, Kilodrome. Absolutely perfect, and I will just leave his bill right here in this chest for him to pay at his own leisure. Not a problem whatsoever. We here at the decor shop are very much appreciative of the business. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is going to be where I wrap up today's episode. I do hope that you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video, as well as if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Also, come and check out our live streams. We're going to be collecting up some quartz to actually do Prowl's build here in a future episode. So come and check those out this weekend. So just to add insult to injury, I actually have to message Prowl to let him know that something has happened. That way he knows to record the next time that he comes onto the server. So I've decided to type up a little message to him. Dear Prowl, one of the many jobs you left at the decor shop is now completed. I hope you enjoy our services, and we look forward to continuing work on the Victorian Mansion. Love, hashtag Team Spruce.